It is one of the most heart-wrenching diseases with no cure yet. In 2020, 5.8 million Americans had Alzheimer's. The CDC estimates that number could reach 14 million people diagnosed by the year 2060. But knowledge about the condition is empowering. Here's King 5's Christine Pei with today's HealthLink.
In today's HealthLink, a conversation about caregiving and an Alzheimer's diagnosis. An Alzheimer's diagnosis, as we know, can be devastating. In Washington state alone, more than 120,000 people are living with the disease, according to the Alzheimer's Foundation of America. Now, there may be a lot of questions about all of this. Who's at risk? What to do once a diagnosis is confirmed? And next week, you can learn much more at a free event happening right here in Seattle. Joining us to talk about all of this right now is Dr. Emma Dotson. She is a nurse practitioner specializing in cognitive neurology at Swedish Health. Thank you so much for sitting down with us to talk more about this. You know, when we think of Alzheimer's, it's obviously a terrible disease. You know, you're losing your memory, but it's also very devastating for the caregivers around you. Could you talk about that link there?
Yeah, and so it's not just the person affected by the disease, it's everyone around them. So it really is a team approach. So there's a lot of psychosocial issues that come up, levels of care, when to know when to put somebody in memory care, how to get them the help they need, how to adjust their behavioral changes.
That's just one of the things that will be discussed at the event happening next week. We'll get you that info in just a little bit. But also I want to break down a little bit more about the types of dementia. We hear about it in just our everyday lives. Even actor Bruce Willis, for example, had his diagnosis, but his dementia is very different from, let's say, Alzheimer's disease. Could you talk about the different range of the different conditions?
Yeah, so dementia is an umbrella term. There are multiple types of dementia. So Lewy body dementia is the type that Bruce Willis had. Alzheimer's is by far the most common form of dementia in individuals 65 and older. So the event will be focused on Alzheimer's dementia.
When we think of Alzheimer's, we think of memory loss. It's the first thing that we know about it. And at this event, something that stood out to me was that there will be free memory screenings.
Yes.
What will that entail?
Yeah, and so there'll be a memory screening for everyone. And then based on this score, you may be referred to your primary care for next steps. You can also go on their website and get free memory screenings at all times.
What will that look like? Is it like a quiz, or are they kind of just
like
testing
a quiz,
you?
like a little test.
Yeah, and it would be great to get that expertise from medical professionals to see what might be going on. When we think of causes of Alzheimer's, how much does family history play a role, or is it more your environment?
Yeah, I would say it's more your environment. So dementia is 40% preventable across the lifespan. So there's cardiovascular risk factors, high blood pressure, high cholesterol, diabetes, and then depression, social isolation. Genetics can play a small role, but you can mitigate that risk with lifestyle.
And in addition to the medical experts that people can listen to at this event, what else can people expect? I mean, it's not just the medical condition, it's also planning.
Yeah, planning. So we'll have a lawyer there to talk about ethical and legal planning for the future. And then we'll have a therapeutic communication expert to help us learn how to speak to somebody with dementia, because that is a very huge challenge that I see in my practice.
Okay, Dr. Dawson, thank you very much. And here's some more details on the event. It is at the Kimpton Hotel, Monaco, Seattle on June 14th from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. And be sure to register by June 12th. Again, this is a free event. Dr. Dawson, thank you again.
Thank you.